Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Merry Christmas to all of you tuning in today as I bring you the ultimate GTA Online Christmas update guide for 2025. This time, in addition to a bunch of returning content like the Gooch outfit, the Yeti hunt, the Snowman collectibles, and the Happy Holiday Hauler Christmas truck, Rockstar is also running an unusually long 3-week Christmas event with some interesting changes compared to last year. And while I've taken a brief look at these festive rewards in my Christmas update video a few days ago, today I'm going to give you a deep dive explaining exactly how to unlock all these outfits if you're a new or even returning player. And I'll also talk about some of the money bonuses with Cluck and Bell and the Grass Farm, because once again, these will last all the way up until January the 7th of 2026, so they're going to be relevant for a while. And there are no new rewards this time around, unfortunately. We also aren't getting any drip feed content like unreleased vehicles from the new Mansions DLC with this Christmas event, but I guess those will arrive sometime later next year. But first, let's talk about the delayed snow effect, which a lot of folks were probably expecting to see a lot earlier, but even as of me making this video, we still don't have any snow in Los Santos, and that's because the snowy weather conditions will not be introduced until December the 23rd, which I think is quite lame, as I was kind of looking forward to testing out some of my new snow vehicles this year. And not only is the snow delayed, but login rewards like the Snowball Launcher and Candy Cane also won't be introduced until after December the 23rd as well. So if this video goes up before then and you're confused as to why you don't see the notifications for these items on your account, not to worry, it's just a Rockstar timing thing, and they'll show up starting on December the 23rd along with that snowy weather effect. Next, I should also mention that the new listings discount for the pre-luxury mansions will stay up until January the 7th of 2026, so if you're planning to grab one of these mansions for yourself, you have plenty of time, a whole 2 weeks more in fact, to grab that $2 million discount. Not only that, but we're getting an actual free Super Velito Carbon as well this festive season, which I think is kind of funny because pretty much anyone who watches GTA Online guides knows that you could have had this thing for free since the Dr. Dre contract update in 2021. And now let's talk about one of my favorite heists and how you can get an extra $1 million from it during this Christmas season. That heist is of course the Cluck and Bell Farm Raid, which, as you know, doesn't require any business purchase at all. Anybody can play it for free just by visiting Vincent over here near this police station, and what's cool about it right now is that you can get an extra $500,000 on it as a one-time bonus if you complete the heist as a leader. This can be done solo in an invite-only lobby, but if you also want another $500,000 bonus on top of that, you'll have to do the Cluck and Bell heist again as an associate or a bodyguard for that one. And while you can find players for this completion reward in a public lobby, I do recommend going on the Heist Team's Discord because there will be a lot of folks over there helping each other for each of these Christmas bonuses right now. Or conversely, you can also join my own Discord server, the Hazard Gang, where we've got thousands of players across all 3 platforms, PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, and you'll almost certainly find someone willing to run a duo with you for that Cluck and Bell associate bonus. Then once you've received these bonuses, if you also play the Cluck and Bell Farm Raid in the final event week, so between the dates of December the 30th of 2025 and January the 7th of 2026, you'll get a further $300,000 as a weekly challenge bonus. That's right, folks. Despite most of the stuff remaining the same on the money bonuses and the discount side, we do have different weekly challenges throughout this 3-week Christmas event. So first week, it's selling at least $100,000 worth of product with any one of your businesses. Second week, December the 23rd through the 29th, it's winning 4 adversary modes. Then the final week, December the 30th through January the 7th, it's completing the Cluck and Bell Farm Raid as a leader. That's $900,000 in total, spread across 3 weeks right there, as well as 3 unique weekly challenges. However, the one thing that isn't changing is the double money bonus on the Grass Farm, which will undoubtedly cure many cases of insomnia during this 3-week period. But if you're a normal person without insomnia and you just want to make things a little bit easier on yourself during those boring cell missions, here's a pro tip I have for you. Activate the Mansion Speed Boost for Grass, then fast travel into your business exactly 28 minutes later to sell. You'll have 1.5 bars of stock, which pretty much guarantees a single sale vehicle no matter which MC business you have. But if you want to be even safer, you can drop down to just 1 bar of stock, which fills up in 18.5 minutes with the Mansion Speed Boost active. Alright, now that we've taken care of the sleep deprivation and the grass, let's talk about some of the festive rewards that you can unlock just by logging into the game between the dates of December the 23rd and January the 7th. These include the Season's Greetings sweater, the New Year fireworks bodysuit, the Snowball Launcher, the candy cane, the fireworks launcher, as well as 20 rockets to go with it. You'll also get snacks, armor, and ammo refills, and all of this should be credited to your account as soon as you log in, starting on December the 23rd. Next, we've got an old friend in the form of the Happy Holidays hauler. This is a semi-truck inspired by the real-life Coca-Cola caravan, which drives around distributing free Cokes around the country during holiday season. But with the GTA version of this event, we get free e-cola as well as Sprunk festive sweaters instead of carbonated beverages. There is a 50% chance of getting one or the other, so if you're missing the second sweater, just wait 60 minutes for the cooldown to expire, at which point another holiday hauler will spawn. And here's how the spawn system works. You've got to be in a session with at least one other player for this to happen. This can be in an invite-only lobby or a public session. It makes no difference as long as there are at least 2 players in the session. Then, at least 60 minutes must have elapsed from the formation of the session itself. Once both of those conditions are met, the Happy Holidays hauler semi-truck will spawn here at Legion Square, and it's going to follow this exact path along the north of the map, dropping presents every 1 minute and 30 seconds until it returns to its spawn point. Then, after 60 minutes, you'll get another truck to spawn. During this period, in addition to the sweaters, you can also get randomized ammo, snack, and cash drops, so keep an eye out for those on the road as well. And no, you cannot blow up the hauler truck, although I've seen some pretty clever attempts by people to block it with their own vehicles. Sometimes I've seen players also cause a more or less strategic traffic pileup right in front of the truck so they can blockade it into a corner and snag all the goodies for themselves, but chances are, if you find yourself in such a session, you're better off just session hopping into a different one, because those players will probably greet you with a railgun round to the face if you get anywhere near their precious Christmas goodies. And among other returning events, we also have the famous Weasel Plaza incident, where there's a bunch of bank robbers engaged in a shootout with some police officers all the way up on the rooftop. And if you kill this Hans Gruber lookalike, you can grab his WM-29 pistol, which is basically an HKP-7, a very rare and expensive 9mm police handgun from the 1980s that uses an unusual gas-delayed blowback system and holds just 8 rounds in its single stack magazine. Of course, it being over-engineered and German makes it perfect for tier 1 bank robbers with refined taste, and even though you'll never actually use this gun in a heist or mission of your own, it's still good to have nevertheless. The in-game version thankfully carries 12 rounds rather than 8, and you also don't have to worry about the heat issues above the trigger guard after firing too many rounds like with the real-life version. And in order to unlock this stylish gun, all you have to do is either hop into a public session or an invite-only lobby during this Christmas season and check if there's a police situation near Weasel Plaza. If you see red smoke up on the rooftop and helicopters buzzing nearby, it means Hans Gruber is up there, and you can take your Oppressor Mark II or Sparrow straight to the rooftop and kill him. It takes a few mag dumps to the head, but he will eventually go down. He's nowhere near as annoying as the head of security from the McTony robbery. Also, I find it really cool how Rockstar also has their own versions of Carl and Tony, who are Hans's lieutenants. The Carl lookalike is even wielding a military rifle, which is a copy of the Steyr AUG, accurate to its counterpart from the movie. And yes, it would appear that Rockstar is officially acknowledging that Die Hard is indeed a Christmas movie. Next, we've got the infamous Yeti suit, which is also making a comeback for this Christmas 2025. This is a prized item for players because it's super unique and immediately recognizable, but how do you actually spawn the Yeti? Well, you first have to participate in the Yeti hunt, which is basically a series of missions where you go around the map and hunt for clues, kind of like the serial killer questline that you do for the Navy revolver in the game. After you've found all 5 clues, you can begin the final phase where you arrive at the Yeti's hiding spot and hunt it down. To start this quest, you must first wait for a text message from Tanner which mentions a mysterious creature up in the woods. Once you read his message, you'll see a shaded circle on your map which indicates that there's a clue nearby. All of these events take place in Raton Canyon. The first clue is a decapitated head near a tree stump. The second one is a camper's tent with blood smeared all over it. The third clue is a bloody t-shirt with claw marks on the back. The fourth clue is an upside down car near a bridge, and the fifth and final clue is near a lake where you find a dead deer on the shore. With all 5 clues collected, you need to leave and return to the area during nighttime. You walk down this trail and wait for a red skull to appear on your map, which is the Yeti, and as soon as he appears, pull out your highest DPS weapon and mow him down before he can close the distance. Minigun, LMG, assault shotgun, heavy sniper, it doesn't really matter. Just shoot at him, and if he gets close, run away, turn back, and repeat the process. The Yeti is very tanky as an enemy, so you'll have to go through quite a few rounds before you manage to take him down. But once you do, you'll be rewarded with the Yeti clothing item, as well as a second reward, which is $50,000 in your bank account. We've also got the Gooch outfit that you can get by taking down Rockstar's parody version of the Grinch. To spawn the Gooch, you can be in a public or private lobby. Either option works. However, this is the important part. You need at least 2 people in the session, and it must be at least 48 minutes old. If you're a solo player or the lobby is less than 48 minutes old, you won't get the gooch to spawn. I found that the most reliable way to spawn the gooch is by creating an invite-only session with a single friend and waiting it out for 48 minutes. He's going to choose one of you for a hit-and-run style attack, so you've got a 50-50 chance of being rewarded in a 2-player lobby. Once he knocks you to the ground and starts running away with your money, pull out a scoped weapon like the heavy sniper and shoot him right in the back. There's no point in trying to chase him around because he runs faster than Usain Bolt on crack. And also, as you close in on that 48-minute mark, try to position your character in the middle of an intersection. This will actually help you get a clear line of sight on the gooch as he runs in a straight line throughout the streets. And if you're in an alleyway, for example, he might cut a corner and vanish out of sight before you can actually react. If you do kill the gooch, and once you do, you can then approach his body and pick up your free outfit along with some cash and snacks as a nice bonus for all your effort for that reward right there. Finally, the third and last special outfit we've got is the snowman. And to get this one, you must destroy a total of 25 snowmen scattered across the map of Los Santos. Since punches don't work, it's best to use a vehicle like the Oppressor Mark II or even some kind of heavy weapon like an EMP or rocket launcher to take down these snowmen. And if you don't have any heavy weapon or weaponized vehicle, you can also hit these snowmen 3 times with a snowball to destroy them. And you can follow the GTAweb.eu interactive god map to fly around the map and go directly to each location instead of searching for the snowmen by random chance all by yourself. Or you can just use this image right here to help you with your hunt. With an Oppressor Mark II, you can do the whole thing in under 7 minutes for your free snowman outfit. You'll also get $5,000 per snowman destroyed and a bonus of $125,000 for destroying all 25. But with all that said, those are all of the exclusive festive surprises that Rockstar has put in the game for the 2025 Christmas season. I know that most of these are just repacks of the same exact thing from last year, but we also have some kind of new stuff and new takes on things, and it's just nice to have for anyone who's missed out on last year or years previous, or basically anyone who's just joined the game for the first time in 2025. If you liked this video and found it informative, don't forget to drop a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and you want to see more GTA 5 online content. I release new GTA Online and Red Dead Online videos every single day, so you'll never miss out on the latest news when it comes to both of these amazing games. Also, please feel free to consider checking me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/hazardoushdtv for more GTA 5 online money grinding live streams. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Adios amigos.